Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is actually my first tutorial. As you guys can see, I have a lot of acne scars, so the first thing I do is I cover them. But first, I already put lotion. I added some primer, and I also have some some Carmex on my lips already, so it can begin to moisturize. So this one's from Sephora. I love this one. It's like a concealer, so I just put that everywhere where I see like my dark circles or imperfections, which I have a lot. And since I have combination skin, a lot of times different parts of my face are oily, like my T-zone, and then my cheeks are usually always dry, and my forehead is the one that's, as you can tell right now, it's already shining. So what I do, I just mix it. And as you can see also in my eyes, like they're really brown. Okay guys, so like my face is pretty even now. I mean, there's still some uneven spots, but that's where the foundation comes in. I like using this one. It's the Fenty. Oh my gosh, like this is probably like the best foundation right now that I have found. It covers everything, but to make my face more even, I'm gonna apply the foundation. Put a little bit into the palm of my hand, well, maybe like 3-4 pumps, and then after that I add my favorite oil, just to make it a little more softer and so I can work with it a little more. So I just add like literally like 1 drop, and then after that I mix it with my brush or finger, whatever it is that you guys use to blend your makeup with. So this is just a regular like foundation blush, and then I just basically put it everywhere. Brown, I literally like tap. It's a little rough, but just so it can soak up the makeup. Okay guys, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to contour my nose, and I use either like a bronzer, or you guys can use like any type of powder that you guys like that's darker than your normal skin. And then for my cheekbones, I use this one. This one's from Ulta, and it's a contour brush. And let me show you guys. So right now it's gonna look a little heavy, but the more you blend, the better it looks. And I'm using the Tarte bronzer right. I like to do like underneath my neck too, because brush. I'll show you guys the palette that I'm using. It's kind of old, but I love it. It's this one. It's from Tarte. Name of the bronzer that I'm using. And I just do that on my nose, just to make it look thinner. Right now it looks a little crazy. I'm going to do my powder. So I use any like big brush that you guys find you guys can use, and I use the Rimmel. It's not my favorite, but I like it just because it's not so expensive and I can use as much as I want. So I just literally like kind of rough when it comes down to putting my makeup, because I want it to stick, because like I said, I have really oily skin and I want to make sure it sticks to my face. Because of the big pores that I have, I want to make sure they're all filled, and so I kind of like dab it in there. I even put it on my eyes. Next, I'm gonna do my eyeshadow. I'm doing a simple look, kind of like a romantic nude look, and I'm going to use another Tarte, because like I said, I love Tarte. I'm gonna use this palette that I bought like a long time ago too, but I just love it. And I'm gonna go with the color Jet Setter right here. And as you guys can see, parts of it broke off. That happens to all of us. So I'm just gonna be very generous with this color. I love it. And I mean, when you use like certain brushes and, you know, certain products, you don't need to like use do a million steps to achieve the color or goal that you guys want. So I really like this one. You guys see how it stands out. And I mean, depending on also like your skin color, the makeup will look different. I notice since I'm kind of between pale and a little bit of tannish here and there. I mean, in summer my makeup will look different than it does in winter. Right now we're in winter, so it looks, I'm pretty pale right now. Other shade is called Charmer from the same palette, the Tarte one. It's called In the Bloom. And I'm gonna put a little bit of this white one over here just to make it stand out. I don't always use transitional shades and stuff like that, just because sometimes I think that in certain people it's okay to just use 2 shades. You don't always need a transitional shades. And like I told you, I mean, I don't follow every step that makeup artists do. Okay guys, so with the same jet setter, I'm gonna go on this. And now I'm going to use the MAC, it's called Nude de Jour. And I just got these and oh my god, I love them. So I already have underneath, well, on my lips, I already have the Carmex. I know some people don't like it, but you can use chapstick or lip gloss, whatever it is that you want, just to make your lipstick look like a little more even. So here we go. So I put a lot. It's really pretty. And right now I'm gonna do my lip liner. Sometimes I do lip liner first, or I do the lipstick first. I mean, like I said, you guys can do it as you guys prefer. It's your face, your makeup. Okay, now I'm gonna go over the my lipstick with the lip liner. I usually like to do lip liner after, just because I feel like I can just add more of a full look. And the one that I'm using right now is actually really cheap. It's very affordable. It's by Essence. I really like their lipstick and so a lot of their makeup. And also you can shape the top. Sometimes I like to do it like really like round, or sometimes I like to do kind of like a heart shape one. Right now I'm gonna do kind of like a pointy heart. You see the big difference? This one and this one. And then I go over it with it again. And my lips look fuller. I like to just, you know, mix it around a lot. And also just to make them look more defined. What I do is I have this, it's by e.l.f. It's like a concealer. I'm sorry, the lighting is not working so great with me, but it's like $2. And I also have this brush also by e.l.f. and I use it for whatever I want. I mean, sometimes they say that they're for this or they're for that, but I mean, if a brush works good for contour or blush, I'm gonna use whatever, you know, brush works for me. So I like this one to like for my eyebrows, like just to like fix it with the concealer, or for my lips. Right now I'm gonna do it for my lips because they're a little uneven. So I mean, I can like really go all out with it. White, so I just close my lips. This one, I don't remember what brand this is because it kind of came off. But yeah, anything basically that looks like this is really good for blush. And I am a subscriber to the BoxyCharm, so I'm gonna use the Real Her blush, and I'm gonna go with the color Unstoppable right here to kind of go with the same colors that I'm using right now. And then I just, you know, tap a lot because I like to exaggerate like that. And then I kind of smile to kind of know where And like I said, I really like it to stand out, so. And also my cheekbones. Love these crayons. You know, it looks different, so I just, you know, I do it a little lighter when I'm getting closer to the front of my eyebrow. Like, I can use any type of brush just to like brush it off and even it out. I'm gonna use this one. And it's called Cover Everything Concealer, which that's what I do. I cover everything with this little thing here. So I just and make sure that the middle's kind of even. Cover it again with the powder. And then again, just to make sure everything stays in place. Actually, for my highlighter, what I'm going to use is I just purchased this pigment. I haven't really worked a lot with pigments, but I just bought it over the weekend and I love it. It's a MAC pigment and it's called Naked A17, and basically you can use this for anything, for your lips, for your anywhere in your face. You can just use it for later. What I do is I grab a little bit and I use like any little container that I have. Put a little bit in there, and then I use my little fan brush, and you know, I mix it around, and I just put it. I like to close my eyes to make sure there's no like powder in there, and I mean, look at that. I mean, I love it. Right here, I just like to glow. And then color shades. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of this, more of the MAC pigment, into a little container, and then I add a few drops of my Tarte Moroccan oil. I mean maracuja, I can never pronounce this, oil. I just add like 1 drop in there, and then it kind of gives it like a creamy base. To blend it a little more, but look at how creamy it gets. Let's go underneath the bottom part too. I love using this pigment. Like, ever since I bought it, like, I'm going to buy so many more. And more like even. So for my eyeliner, I'm going to use a Marc Jacobs. I got this like last year and I like how dark it is. Eyeliner, the inner part of my lid, but I'll show you guys anyways. And yes, I do those weird faces. And then I do the top. And when I do the top, I like to look down. Okay, and then so the eyeliner's done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my mascara. This is my favorite one. I used a lot of expensive mascaras, but the Falsies is definitely my favorite. I feel like it adds a lot of volume. But before that, I'm going to curl my eyelashes, and then I'm going to add this on. This is the e.l.f. Eyelash curler, and it's one of my favorites. I like the big difference already. And yes, and I do a lot of layers until I mean, look at the difference. Add a lot of makeup and a lot of product. Okay guys, and I added the lashes. I'm still working on how to get better on adding the lashes, but I mean, they look really pretty, and these were really cheap. I actually bought these where did I buy them? Forever 21, and they were like a 5-pack for $1. So I'm like, why not try them if they don't work? I mean, it's $1. They came in this pack. I don't know if you can see them, but those are the ones I have on. Usually I have like more high-end eyelashes, but today I wanted to try something simple, just a simple look. Alright guys, and here's the full look. Hope you guys like it. The closer you get, the more you get to see how like glowy this really looks. Sometimes I'm doing it on my phone camera, so sometimes it doesn't pick up how good it looks.